Holy cow. What, just a cow? Yes. We are in a relaxed setting, no more window with the outdoors, just me sitting in the chair. I had a different video planned for Christmas Eve, for Christmas, but because I'm not going to upload any videos on Christmas, that's something I was going to do. I'm not going to upload any videos on Christmas, just Christmas Eve. Now, me and my wife, we are not going to have the traditional big Thanksgiving meal. It's only me and my wife, so there's no point in us having a great big Christmas traditional meal. We are just going to do it simple, really simple. Got a pizza, we're going to put it in the oven, we're going to bake it. That is our Christmas dinner, a pizza. Silly? Maybe. But is it easy? Yes. And that's going to be our Christmas dinner because we're not planning on doing anything huge. There's no point in it. We did do a bigger meal on Thanksgiving, but for Christmas we're just like, she don't want to cook. She doesn't want to cook. She just wants something simple. And simple. Christmas. What does Christmas mean to you nowadays? Well, as you get older, Christmas changes. As a kid, you believe in Santa. You can still believe in Santa, but as a kid, it's totally different. Asking Santa for something for Christmas, and on Christmas morning, when you get it, your eyes light up like a Christmas tree. You're just unbelievably excited. I remember one year I asked Santa for the Knight Rider. It was a little bitty three-wheeler thing that they had. And so I asked for it, and of course, I got it for one year for Christmas. And I lit up like a Christmas tree. I was so excited, the joy and jubilation of what I asked Santa for, I got. You know, that's memories you look back on. You cherish those memories as a kid. You can't remember all those memories, but the ones you do remember, you remember those. Those are the ones that are very special, very near and dear to your heart. And as an adult, just a cow? Yeah, Christmas starts to change because your parents, they start to grow older. And, you know, I lived with my parents for quite a few years, and I cherished the Christmases more and more as the years went by. Now I know a lot of people don't live with their parents, that they go on and have different lives than their parents than a lot of people do, but they do go see their parents around the holidays, and they, at least they should, they cherish these memories that they have with their parents because they're starting to age. And that's a natural order of things in life. That you start to age and you start to appreciate the small stuff a little bit more. You know, like being around the Christmas, being around the tree, being around the dinner table, eating a full course meal with all the loved ones, including your drunk uncle. Yes, I had an uncle. I used to see him every year. I don't know why, but that's one memory that always comes up. He was always drunk around the around the dinner table. I keep saying Christmas tree, but I want to say dinner table. And he was always drunk around the dinner table every time he would show up. It was always a funny memory of mine that still pops in my mind every so often around Christmas, how he was always drunk. It was always funny. But then when you look back, you go, yeah, well, it does make sense when you gotta be around a bunch of these nuts for at least for this one time of the year. So yeah, it does make sense. But anyway, okay, all right. So back to the Christmas. So as you get older, like I said, it means different. It means different. As you get older, my age, sometimes people are younger. Your parents are gone. Christmas doesn't mean the same as it used to. It has a totally different meaning. It's hard to explain unless you've experienced not having any parents, because I don't have the parents where I can call them up or go over and visit them and take maybe a couple gifts to them and maybe have dinner with them or invite them over for dinner, whatever it may be. I don't have that anymore. That's a thing of the past because my parents are gone. And that's unfortunate, but that's the natural order of things. And usually, this will be my second Christmas. My second Christmas without my parents. Because my mom and dad died pretty close to each other. They were only about 6 months apart when they died. That's how close they were. So this will be my second Christmas without my parents. And it's not as hard this year as it was the first Christmas. The first Christmas is, oh my God, that was the hardest one to get through because I didn't have the opportunity to see my mom and dad because they've been gone. And so, it's tougher. It's tougher to get through Christmas. But as the Christmases go along and the holidays go along, you start to get a little bit better with it because you're pretty much adjusted to it at a certain point. Do I miss them? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no question about it. No question about it do I miss them. And my wife's parents, they're aging too. They're still alive, but you can see that their health is starting to go downhill. You can see it start to go. But she cherishes these holidays with her parents because she knows they're not going to be around forever. So she cherishes what memories she has left. I do have other siblings, but because of what Brother pulled, and I won't get into that, I don't really talk to, I have 2 sisters, I only talk to one, and I have 1 brother. I don't talk to him either, because that's a different story for a different day. Now I will say this, because I want to say this towards the end, is the meaning of Christmas can be lost. I remember for many Christmases when I was living with my parents, and unfortunately my narcissistic brother was living there. He had no meaning of Christmas. He believed, and I went along with it, so did Mom and Dad, and I regret this. He believed the true meaning of Christmas was buying as many presents as you can. Just unbelievable amounts of money. I remember one year he spent over $1,000 on Christmas. I didn't do that. Mom and Dad probably came close to doing that. And I remember one year, this is no exaggeration, he bought me a WWE Championship belt, which was $400. Probably more now. And I'm like, I didn't really want it. I put it in a closet because I didn't want it. I was even ashamed of it then because that's not the true meaning of Christmas. Buying presents, buying people's love. I'm ashamed of those Christmases because that's not the true meaning of Christmas. It's not. That is not the true meaning of Christmas. Those memories I don't cherish. I don't cling to my heart as much as some of the other memories. Those memories there, I'm not proud of. I'm really not, because that's not the true meaning of Christmas. We went along with it, yes. Maybe we shouldn't have. I very much will say that. Those memories there, I don't cherish as much. The only thing I cherish is spending the time with my parents while they were alive, but not the presents. I couldn't tell you 5 gifts. I couldn't tell you 5 gifts that I bought Mom and Dad. I couldn't tell you at all. Because quite frankly, I was just doing like brother. It was like follow the sheep. I was doing exactly like brother, just buying gift after gift after gift. I didn't spend as much money as he did, but I did spend a lot of money. And looking back, I wish I would just gave my money to the needy. Seriously, I wish I would have just gave my money to the homeless. It might have meant more than that. It might have meant more than buying gifts. Because quite frankly, that's not what Christmas is about. It's not. It's about spending time with loved ones. It's about spending time with your family, but eating at the dinner table. laughing, having a good time. That is what Christmas is about. Christmas is about to me right now, at this stage in my life, being almost 50, is just spending time with just a cow, with Pretty Girl, with my wife, seeing her parents, seeing some of her family members, maybe saying Merry Christmas to the one sister I do talk to. That's it. That is what Christmas is about to me at this stage in my life. It has a different meaning than when I was a kid. If I could get in a time machine, I'd go back to when I was 5 years old and having the joy of Christmas. Because Christmas, at this stage in my life, doesn't really mean much. It really doesn't mean much. It doesn't have the same meaning as it once did. I miss my parents. I miss the wonderful memories we had, the smell of pumpkin pies on Christmas morning. Oh my God, that smell I can remember like it was yesterday. And you know what? Be kind to one another. Be kind to one another. We're not having a lot of compassion these days. We're really not. Just be kind to one another. If you see somebody homeless out there and you're thinking, yeah, you know what? They deserve a meal. Maybe invite them over for a meal. You know what? Maybe give them a hug. Maybe give them a couple bucks. Just do something nice. Be kind. Be kind to one another. Not everybody on Christmas has the same luxuries as you. Just be kind. That's all. Just be kind. Just try to remember the true meaning of Christmas. Try to remember the true meaning of Christmas. And if you have to, I don't know, give some time at a homeless shelter or a soup kitchen if you want to. Let me tell you, you will remember that because those people, they don't have family. If they do have family, they don't care. They really don't care because their Christmas is different. Their Christmas is different than any other people's Christmases. Be kind to one another. Wish somebody a Merry Christmas. Don't say Happy Holidays. Merry Christmas. You know what? I will see you on the 28th, which is my birthday, and it will be a regular opinion video. This is something I wanted to do that I've been thinking about for a few days, and I'm actually really pleased with it. If you have any memories of Christmas, comment, let me know. Mr. Guy, what do you think? Merry Christmas, and to all, a good night. Me and Mom are saying that's all for now.
That's all for now.